you can't pry the kids away from the computer or the video games, stop fighting about it. Try introducing them to video computer games they can actually learn from while still having fun. You know what, Judy Arnall, professional parenting disciple of ours, that's really commonsensical. Stop the battle, turn it around, and use your power for good so we can learn from video games.
Absolutely. Parents tend to be wary of video and computer games, but kids, they learn quite a lot, and not just the educational games, they learn a lot from every type of game. Over summer holidays, we kind of worry because they lose a lot of what they learn in school, but what they're gaining when they play games is a lot of the processes. So they learn in academic areas, in social areas, and in life skill areas.
Okay, how do we know which direction to lead them towards, you know, the games and the programs that they're using so that we know that it's just not mindless?
I think the best thing parents can do is just sit for a couple hours on an afternoon and observe what they're doing. And parents will find in the area of academics that kids are learning problem solving, they're learning how to juggle competing interests under stress, which is much more difficult than taking an exam because it's very multitasking. And socializing, I mean, the days of kids playing alone on a computer in a room, long gone. Many parents have 1 or 2 computers and kids get together and socialize over the games, either in-game, where they're connected with other people around the world, or with their siblings at home. It's a very social activity.
Okay, how much is too much?
Depends on your child. Okay. Parents know their kids best. You want to aim for a balanced life, so there's no hard time here. No hard
but if you're getting concerned about the time in screen time, the screen time, that's the time to grab the bike helmets.
Absolutely. And better yet, if you go with them.
Yes.
Kids need to learn a balanced life, and, you know, they should have some physical activity and some other kind of activity in their day besides screen time. But keep in mind that screen time can be very educational and give them a lot of life skills. Okay,
so give them some leeway when it comes to that screen time. But monitor, though, any areas to avoid, you know, what are some signs to you that there's either too much or there's the wrong maybe type of game or there's something they're getting involved in that they maybe shouldn't be getting involved in? Does that all start with a conversation and openness?
Lots of conversations, openness, and pull up a chair and watch what your kids are doing. If you walk in the room and suddenly they turn off the screen, that could be a warning sign that, you know, maybe they know they're going somewhere they shouldn't be going.
Okay.
But just being aware of what your children are doing there.
Okay. And get involved in the choosing of. Give them a break because they're really, you know, I'm thinking of you're saying that they learn how to multitask, and I thought, are we born knowing how to multitask, or is that a learned skill? And you know what? It's probably a learned skill.
It is a learned skill. It's definitely more learned in this generation coming up because they can listen to music, they can do homework, they can Facebook, they can play a game all at the same time.
But yet they still can't hear you say it's bath time.
No, they can't.
Isn't that funny?
They do shut out some things.
Professionalparenting.ca is Judy Arnall's website. She's got a great book here too. Discipline Without Distress. Doesn't that sound somewhat soothing? Doesn't that sound great? Discipline Without Distress. Judy Arnall, thank you.
Thanks.
Great information that you always have when you come in and visit us. Also great information